So this is a 2017 Kcse paper 2 question 1, and it says the root of a quadratic equation are x is equals to minus 3 over 5 and x is equals to 1. Form the quadratic equation in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where a, b and c are integer. Sasa if kama umepewa x is equals to minus 3 over 5 and x is equals to 1, inamaanisha the factors that were derived this root zilikuwa then x plus 3 over 5 close the bracket, and we have x minus 1 is equals to 0. Hii ni kwa sababu ukisema we are going the reverse of factorization. Ukisema x is equal plus 3 over 5 maanisha x itakuwa minus 3 over 5 the root and x itakuwa 1. So we multiply this, tuna multiply x multiply by x, itakuwa x multiply by x, itakupatia x squared, then x multiply by 1 itakupatia minus x, then we have 3 over 5x multiply na x itatupatia 3 over 5, then 3 over 5 times minus 1 itatupatia minus 3 over 5 is equals to 0. Tuweke zile common together, hapa tuko na x, so tutakuwa na x squared minus x plus 3 over 5 itakuwa minus 2 over 3 over 5, not 3 over 5 x, and then we have minus 3 over 5 is equals to 0. Kwa sababu tumeambiwa tuandike our equation in this format, then we multiply throughout by 5, tutapata hii 5 times x squared itakuwa 5x squared, then minus 5 times 2 over 2x itakuwa 2x, and then we have minus 3 over 5 times 5 itakuwa minus 3 is equals to 0. So that is our equation in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where now our a ni 5, hiyo ndio a, our b ni minus 2 and our c ni minus 3. So that is how we work it out. So this is 2017 Kcse Maths paper 2, question number 3. A mirror was contracted to make porridge to support a feeding program. Is mixed millet, sorghum, maize and omena in the ratio 1:5:1. The cost per kg of millet was 90 shillings. Sorghum was costing 120. Maize was costing 30 shillings and omena was costing 150. Calculate the cost of 1 kg of the mixture. So hapa unatakiwa utafute how much did the mirror use to prepare 1 kg of the mixture of 1, 2, 5 and 1. So we will say hapa the mirror alichukua 1 kg of millet, akachanganya na 2 kg of sorghum, then akaweka kilo 5 kwa ya maize na kilo 1 ya omena. So in total akapata these are 9 kg. 9 kg. Haya, then we find out kwa hii kg ya millet ilikuwa inatoka pesa ngapi? Kg ya millet ilikuwa inatoka 90 shillings. We add 2 kg of sorghum, na sorghum ilikuwa inatoka 120. So tutasema ni 2 multiply by 120. Haya, kilo 5 za mahindi, 5 kg of maize, we add 5 multiply by the cost was 30 plus kilo moja ya omena, 1 kg of omena, it is 150. Kutoka hapo we find this is equals to total cost yale alitumia ni 630 na alikuwa na 9 kg. So we will say 9 kg 630 ukidivide na 9 kg, the cost of 1 kg is equals to 70 shillings. So that is a cost ama pesa yenye the miller alitumia kuprepare 1 kg of the mixture. But B ya swali inasema the selling price of 1 kg of the mixture if the miller made 30% profit. So the miller, for him to make or her to make a profit of 30, that is to sell to the person who had contracted the miller, then tasema 70 is 100%, and what about 130? This is 130%. So this is equals to, if you divide 10 by 10, 7 times 13 will give you 91 shillings. So that is the much that he used to prepare the mixture and made a profit of 30% out of the mixture. So that's how you go about it. So hii ni swali lenye lilifanywa last year 2017 paper 2 in maths, na inasema without using mathematical tables or calculator evaluate 5/6 logarithm of 64 to base 10 plus logarithm of 50 to base 10 minus 4 the logarithm of 2 to base 10. Now you remember that if you write a log of b, it is equals to log of b to power a. So we are going to use that principle to be able to solve this, and also the 3 rows of logarithm. So we can write this part here. This is logarithm of 64 raised to 5/6 plus the logarithm of 50 minus logarithm of 2 to power 4, and remember this is to base 10, that is to base 10, and that is to base 10. Now you also know that 2, that is 64, is the same as 2 to power 6. Therefore we replace 64 with 2 to power 6 and also apply the first and the second row of indices, logarithm rather. So we write logarithm of, now instead of 64 we write 2 raised to power 6 raised to power 5/6. Because of this plus to be minus, multiplied by 50, and because of this minus you have 2 raised to power 4. Now 2 to power 6, when you open the bracket here, it will be 2 to power 5. So this is equals to logarithm of 2 to power 5 multiplied by 50 divided by 2 to power 4. So here we have 2 to power 5 na hapa tuko na 2 to power 4, so hapa kuna 1 2 yenye iko zaidi ya denominator, so this will be the logarithm of 2 multiplied by 50, and this, remember, it is to base 10, don't forget, to base 10, which is equals to logarithm to base 10 of 100, and logarithm to base 10 of 100 is equals to 2. So that's how you unaifanya. Hiyo ndio answer, and you don't use the logarithm table because we already know you don't need a logarithm table or calculator to get the logarithm of 100. So hivyo ndio unaifanya. So this is the Kcse revision, and we have 2017 Kcse Mathematics Paper 2 question number. So in the figure below, PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. A cyclic quadrilateral is a four-sided figure whose vertices touches the circumference of the circle. We are told PQ is equals to QR. So PQ is equals to QR. We put those two marks to indicate that this is the two lines are equal. Angle PQR is 105, it is indicated, and PS is parallel to QR. So PS is parallel to QR, so we put that symbol to indicate that the two lines are parallel. We are supposed to determine angle PISR, that is this angle, and also angle PQS, and this angle here. Now we are going to use the information given so that we are able to solve this problem. We are told that angle PQR is 105, and we are told that PQ is equal to QR, and PQR is a triangle. This means that PQR is an isosceles triangle. For an isosceles triangle, the base angles are the same. So angle QPR and angle QRP are equal. Since we are given this angle, the upper angle is 105, you subtract we subtract 105. These are degrees, so you have 75 degrees. Because the base angles are equal, we divide 75 by 2, we get this is 37.5. This means that this angle here, QRP, is 37.5 degrees. These are degrees, and this angle here is 37.5 degrees. Now we have those two angles. Now we have PQ is a chord, and it subtends angle PRQ and also PSQ. And we know the property that angles subtended by the same chord at the circumference are equal. This means that this angle here, because we have found this angle subtended by PQ at R, then they are the same with this one. So this angle is also 37.5 degrees because they are subtended by the same chord. We also have chord QR. It subtends QPR and QRSR. Angles are the same chord are equal, and we have found this angle here is 37.5, meaning that this angle here is also 37.5 degrees. Now we are required PSR. PSR meaning that PSR we add 37, we add 37.5 and 37.5, and that should give us 75 degrees. So that is the angle, the size of angle PSR. So we are also told that PS is parallel to QR, meaning QS is a transversal. This means that
this angle here, which is that 7.5, is the same as this one, because it is the angles vertically opposite angles. So this is 37.5 degrees. If this angle is at 7.5 degrees and it is subtended by chord SR, then it means this angle here is also 37.5. Now we have this angle, the whole of this angle, that is 75. 75 plus 37.5. Then we subtract from 180 to get angle PQS. So we have 75. We add 37.5. This will be 512. This is 111.5. Then we subtract that from 180 degrees. We subtract 115. This is 0.0. So this is 5. Here it is 9. It is 7. Here we were left with 7. 7 minus 1 is 67.5 degrees. That means that angle PQS is 67.5 degrees. So that's how you work out that question. Watch out for more as we continue doing our of Kcse.
Okay, teacher wa mtaa again. So this hii ni swali yenye imefanywa juzi 2017 paper 2. Ilikuwa swali ya kwanza. So you are told make t the subject of s is equals to the square root of 3d into bracket t minus d over 8. You get 3 marks. Kuweza kufanya hii unaweza okay, let's write it as s is equals to the square root of 3d t minus d divided by 8. So you can square both sides. So you say this is square and s will become squared. When you square an expression with this square root sign, the square root disappears. So you have s is equals to 3d into bracket t minus d, then you have divided by 8. Because we want to have t on one side, we multiply this side by 8, we multiply by 8, and remember this is s squared, so that 8 disappears with that, or 8 divided by 8 is 1. Divide both sides by 3d, so this is 3d, and you divide by 3d, so this 3d cancels with 3d. So on this side we will be left with t is minus d is equals to now this will be 8s squared divided by 3d. Here we have d, so for us to be left with only t on one side, we will take this d to the other side, so we have t is equals to, now we will have 8s squared divided by 3d. Now d minus d will change to positive, so we have plus d, and that is how you work out that question to earn yourself 3 marks. So we'll be posting more on the questions that were done in 2017.
So here we study in section number 7. So your requirement is that you remove the surds from the denominator. This is a denominator here, and to remove the surd from the denominator, we need to multiply this expression by its conjugate. The conjugate of this, when you multiply, we just change the sign. So the conjugate of this expression, the denominator, is 3 plus the square root of 7. Now we multiply. So we have 3. Let's say we have 3 here, divide by 3 plus, not plus, but minus the square root of 7. You multiply by 3, the conjugate is plus root 7, divide by 3 plus root 7. Remember here, we have not changed our expression, because when you divide 3 plus root 7, you divide by 3 root 7, that will give you 1. So it's like we are multiplying this expression by 1, so it doesn't change. So when you multiply this, you multiply 3 times 3, that will give you 9. 3 times root 7, it will give you plus 3 root 7. Then you divide 3, you divide by, then we multiply 3 times 3, that will give you 9. 3 times root 7, it will give you plus root 7, 3 root 7 rather, not 3 root 7. Then minus root 7 times 3 will give you minus 3 root 7, and then minus root 7 times 7. When you multiply root times root, it becomes positive, so that is 7. Negative and times positive is negative, so that is minus 7. So that is our new expression. You note that this one, you subtract 3 root 7 minus 3 root 7 is 0. So here we will be left with 9 minus 7. So we write our expression. This is 9 plus 3 root 7. All this is divided by 9 minus 7, which will give you 2. You can write this expression also, but once you get to that stage, you have already simplified. Though you can write now, this is 9 over 2 plus 3 root 7 divided by 2. So that is how you are supposed to work that. You can look for more questions from this topic. It's a very easy topic, and this is where mostly you will be able to make easy marks when you are doing your exam. So question number 8, using a ruler and a pair of compasses, construct a triangle LMN in which LM is equals to 5 centimeter, LN is equals to 5.6 centimeter, and angle MLN is equals to 45 degrees, so that you get 2 marks. The circle that touches all the sides of the triangle, to get 2 marks. So to be able to do this question, you start by drawing the line LM. So you measure using you draw a line and you measure. You can use your divider to measure 5 centimeter, and you plot that. Use your compass to get 5 centimeter. Then you need to construct angle 45, and to construct angle 45, you first of all construct. So let's say this is your 5 centimeter. So you mark that those 2 points. You make 2 arcs from that point. That is from the point that is L. So you again make 2 marks, and you construct an angle of, you bisect rather, you bisect an angle of the angle of 90. You'll be able to get that is 45 degrees. From there, since you are told Rn is 5.6, so you measure 5.6 centimeter with your divider, then use your compass to make that mark. Then this is your N, then you can join the 2. This is our M. So that way you'll be able to come up with a triangle RNMN. Then to get the circle that touches all the sides, you need to bisect this angle 45. So you get that. You again bisect this angle, and you make 2 marks. Where the 2 meets or cross each other, you use that as the center of the circle. You drop a perpendicular here, and that is perpendicular. You use that as a radius, and you'll be able to come up with the circle that touches the 3 sides of the triangle. So that is the procedure. So let's see how we go about it. So this is the first step. You draw a line and you measure 5 centimeter using a ruler, and you can use either the compass or the divider. So once you measure that, you get your LM. The next thing is to make a perpendicular line. You mark 2 points from L, equal points, and you make 2 arcs which are here, and from there we are going to bisect this line. We make 2 arcs which will enable you to get angle 45. So I have bisected that angle 90, so we know that our angle is 45. And once you bisect, then what remains is to measure 5.6 centimeter to get the location of N, which I have done there. So that is 5.6 centimeter. Then you can join N and M so that you come up with a triangle. So that is our triangle LMN. Once you do that, then you need, for you to get the circle touching all the 3 sides, you need to bisect the angle. So you can bisect NLM. So you bisect that angle by making 2 marks and 2 arcs, like you can see. Then you draw a line. Again, you bisect angle LMN. So you bisect like that. Where the 2 lines meet, you drop a perpendicular to line LM. So that is how you you get to you know how to drop a perpendicular. You make 2 marks, and then you on LM, and you make 2 arcs on both sides using those 2 points, and you come up with a perpendicular, and use that as the radius of the circle, and draw a circle touching the 3 sides. So that is the circle that you get. So that's how you go about that question, and you get full mark. Click here to get the notification of new videos. Subscribe to my channel, like and share, and you can also comment, so that will enable you to get more videos on this topic. You can call or WhatsApp that number to book my online classes. Thank you. Question number 9, we are told the figure below is a triangle ABC. On the triangle, locate the locus point equidistant from AC and AB and 5 centimeter from B. You get 2 marks. Shade the region and inside the triangle which is less than 5 centimeter from B and nearer to AC than AB. So what you do is you can bisect this line here, angle here. So you get that is the angle bisector all around. So once you do that, you make 2 arcs here. Then using this point and this one, you draw a line to bisect that, and then you measure 5 centimeter. So let's assume you get there, and you are told it is and 5. So you measure 5 centimeter from B, and you can make an arc. So when you make that arc, this is the region that is required, and you shade that. So let's see how it is done. So this is the diagram that you are supposed to come up with. So you can see here, by making an arc from A, you get that point and that point. Use this point to make that arc. Use this one to make the other arc. Join point A to that where the 2 arcs cross, and you will draw a line. That line will bisect the angle CAB. Then from there, measure 5 centimeter from B, extend your compass and make that arc. So this is the region that is required, which is 5, and near the region is near AC. You can see AC than it is to AB. So that's how we go about it, and you get full mark for that question. I hope you have understood. Question number 10, we are told an aircraft took off from point P, 65 degrees south, 76 degrees west, and flew due north to a point Q. The distance between P and Q is 5,400 nautical miles. Determine the position of Q. So we can say this is the longitude. So if we take that is point P, and we say up to the equator, so this is this angle here is what we have here, 65. So this is 0 degrees, this is 65. That is the position of P, 65 degrees south and 76 degrees west. So it moved to a point Q, which we don't know how far it is to the north, but we know since it did not move to either west or south, the longitude remains. So we say that 1 degree subtends 60 nautical miles, and therefore to get the angle, we say this is this distance is 5,400 nautical miles. So if we divide theta, that is the whole of this angle, is equals to 4,400 nautical miles. You divide by 60 nautical miles, so this will give you 90 degrees. So if this angle is 90, therefore this angle is 25. So that when you add 60, and actually we are getting the length of the arc from P to Q, only that this time it is along the longitude, that is the imaginary line of the Earth's surface, and therefore our Q is 25 degrees north, and the longitude remains 76 degrees to the west. So that's how you do that, and you get yourself 3 marks. For number 11, we are told the equation of a circle is x squared plus y squared minus x plus y 6y plus 4 is equals to 0. On the grid provided, draw the circle. So here we need first of all to identify the center of the circle and the radius of the circle, and we do that by writing our equation as x squared minus 4x then plus y squared plus 6y. We take 4 to the other side, it comes minus 4. So we make this expression here perfect square, and that one. So we add half the coefficient of x. So you have x squared minus 4x. We add 2 minus 4 divided by 2 into bracket squared. Then we have plus y squared plus 6y, and then plus 6 over 2 into bracket squared. Then we have is equals to minus 4. We add what we have added to this side to the other side, so we have plus minus 4 over 2 squared, and we have plus 6 over 2 into bracket squared. So this will give you x minus 2 into bracket squared, and we have plus, this is y plus 3 into bracket square, that is perfect square, is equals to, this will be 4, this will be minus 4 squared, it's 2 squared, that is 4, so that minus 4 is 0. This will be 6 over 2 is 3, squared is equals to 9. And we know the equation of a circle, we have normally it is like x plus minus a and plus, this is squared, and we have y minus b squared is equals to r squared. That is the equation of the circle, where now we have a, b is the center, and the r is the radius.
So we have so we write our, so we when we have our equation in this format, then a will be 2 and minus 3, and the radius is equals to 3, the square root of 9. So with that, you can now go ahead and draw the circle, and this is the circle that you get. So that is how you answer that question. We are told determine the amplitude, period, and the phase angle of the curve 5/2 sine into bracket 4 theta plus 60 degrees, and you get yourself 3 marks. So the amplitude is a value that is multiplied by this function, or you can call it equation. So the amplitude is equals to 5/2 or 2.5. Then period, because our theta is multiplied by 4, we normally divide 360 by that constant, which is 4, and therefore our period is 90 degrees. Then the phase angle, the angle that we have here is 60, and to get the, which is added, to get the phase angle, we divide that angle by the constant that has been multiplied with theta. So we divide by 4, and that should give you 15 degrees. So that's how you work out that, and you get yourself 3 marks. A basketball team scored the points in 6 matches. So we have 10, we have 12, we have 16, we have 28, and 30. Using an assumed mean of 15, determine the standard deviation correct to 2 decimal places, you get yourself 4 marks. So for you to be able to do this question, you need to prepare a table which will make it easier for you to organize the data. So let's put this is the table that I have. So I'll start with the column of x. Then we have x minus 15, that is our assumed mean. Then here we have d is equals to, we have x minus x bar, that is the mean, and finally we have our d squared that is going to help us. Remember, it is a formula that guides you what columns you have. We have this, the formula for standard deviation is equals to the square root of summation of d squared divided by n. So that is the formula. So our x will start with our 10, we have 12, we have 14, then we have 16, we have 28, and we have 30. See here, x minus 15, this will give us minus 5, this is minus 3, minus 2, we have 1, we have 13, we have 15, like that. So we have d minus bar. So we need to find the x bar, and for us to get x bar, we need to add this. So this will give us 20. The number of data is 6. So is equals to, that is, we can call this t bar, or the mean of after subtraction of the x data, and then we add 15. So this will give us 18.33 in decimal places. So this will be 10 minus x 18.33, and here we will get minus 8.33. Here we get minus 6.33, that is 6, and then we have minus 4.33, we have minus 2.33, we have, you use your calculator, we have 9.67, and we have 11.67. This is d squared, so you square this, this will give you 8 minus 8.33 squared will give you 69.39. The other one will give us 40.39. 07. This will give us 18.75. Then we have 5.43, and we have 93. This is 51, and we have this will give us 136.19. So we total D, so this is going to give us 363.34. And now we can get our standard deviation is equals to that is going to give 363.34 divided by the number of data, which is 6, and this will give us when you divide that and you get the square root, you get it is 7.78. So that is how you work out that question.
Okay, this is a question that was tested in 2017 Kcse paper 2, number 14. That is on probability. So I want to solve it here. It says a committee of 3 people was chosen at random from a group of 5 men and 6 women. Find the probability that the committee consisted of more men than women. We can use a tree diagram to do this. So a tree diagram, we normally have the starting point and say there were 11 people, 5 men and 6 women. So we can say the first time a man can be chosen or a woman can be chosen. Since there are 11 people, 5 men, the probability of choosing a man is 5 over 11, and the probability of choosing a woman is 5 over 11. So that is the first round. In the second round, we can also have a man chosen or a woman. Because the first time we chose a man, the men reduced to 4 and the number of people reduced to 10. So the probability of choosing a man in the second round is 4 over 10. The probability of choosing a woman, because we have chosen a man for the first round, so the women are still 6, but the number of people have reduced by 1, because we have already chosen 1 man. So the probability of choosing a woman is 6 over 10. So that is the second round. We come to the other branch. The probability of choosing a woman, the probability could be we choose a woman or a man. So the first time we choose a woman, the second time we choose a man, since men had remained the same, so the probability of choosing a man is 5 over 10 because the number of people have reduced. The women, we had chosen 1, so they remain 5, so the probability of choosing a woman is 5 over 10. So that is the second round. The third round, because the committee is to be made of 3 people, we could choose a man or we choose a woman. If we choose a man, and we had chosen 2 earlier, then the number of men remain 3, so the probability of choosing a man is 3 over 9, because the number has reduced by 1. We have not chosen a woman in this branch, so the women remain 6, but the number has reduced to 9. So we are through with that. This other branch, we can choose a man or a woman. The probability that we choose a woman, a man, we had chosen a man the first time, so men reduced to 5. We chose a woman, so men had remained 4 out of 9. We have chosen 1 woman, so women reduced to 5, so the probability of choosing a woman is 5 over 9. So we are through. We come to this other branch, and you say, we chose a woman the first round, so they reduced to 5. We chose a man, they reduced to 4. So if we say we can choose a man or a woman, the probability of choosing a man is 4 out of 9. 4 out of 9. We say that, let's write that properly, 4 out of 9. The probability of choosing a woman, we have chosen one woman. So the probability 5 is number of women remaining, and the total number of people is 9. We come to our last branch. We can choose a woman or a man. Let's start the other way around. We can choose a man or a woman. The probability of choosing a man is 5 over 9, and the probability of choosing we had chosen 2 women, so we are remaining with 4. So the probability of choosing a woman is 4 over 9. So that is a tree diagram that we can generate from the information that we have been given. So this is our tree diagram. So we need to find the probability that the committee will consist of more men than women. So we start following. The first branch, we have a man, and a man. So this will be a man, and a man, 3M. The second one, we have a man, and a woman. So we have a man, and a woman. This other branch, we have a man, a woman, and a man. So we have a man, a woman, and a man. The other one, we have a man, a woman, and a woman. So it is a man, a woman, and a woman. We are through with that. We come to this branch. We have a woman, a man, and a man. So we have a woman, a man, and a man. Then the other one is a woman, a man, and a woman. So we have a woman, a man, and a woman. The other one is a woman, a man. So we have a woman, and a man. The last one is we have 3 women, this, and that. So a woman, and a woman. So having identified our branches, we have now, here we have 3 men. So that is okay. Men are more than women. Here we have 2 men and 1 woman. So that's okay. Here we have 2 men and 1 woman. Here we have 2 women and 1 man. So that's not possible. Here we have 2 men, 1 woman. Here we have 2 women, 1 man. Here we have 2 women, 1 man. Here we have 3 women. So that cannot work. So these are the only options where the committee selected can have more men than women. So we now write this probability. So the probability that the committee will have more men is equals to the probability that we have 3 men. So that is one option. Or the probability that we have a man, and a woman. Then, or the probability that you have a man, a woman, and a man. Or the probability that you have a woman, a man, and a man. So these are the probability. So after that, we now represent these probabilities in terms of numbers. So this is equals to the first one. It is now we are using these numbers. So it is 5 over 11 multiplied by 4 over 10 multiplied by 3 over 9. So that is the first branch, this branch. So that is a branch. So we can put the bracket. When we use OR, we add the probability. So we have the second branch, which is 5 over 11 multiplied by 4 over 10 multiplied by 6 over 9. 6 over 9. We close the bracket. Plus the other probability is this branch, the third one. So it is 5 over 11 multiplied by 6 over 10 multiplied by 4 over 9 plus the last one, this branch, is where we have 6 over 11 multiplied by 5 over 10 multiplied by 3 over 9. So those are the probability. You can put the bracket here. So of the three options that we have identified, where the committee can have more men than women. So using your calculator, you can compute this, and this you get is 2 over 33, 2 over 33, not 33, plus the other one will be 4 over 33. The other one will be 4 over 33, and the last one will be 1 over 11. When you add this probability, you get it is 13 over 33. So that is a probability that the committee will have more men than women, and that's how you work that question. I hope you have understood. Watch on more questions, revision questions from the Kcse paper. So this is 2017 Kcse Mathematics paper 2, question number 15. It says the area of a triangle is 24 square units. The triangle is mapped onto the image by P by matrix 6, 5, 3, 4. Find the area of the image. Now, we are given the area of the object, and we have been given the matrix here. So what you need to know is that the determinant of this matrix is numerically equal to the area scale factor. So if we want to know the area scale factor, we should get the determinant of this matrix. And when the determinant is negative, you ignore the negative sign. So we say the determinant is equals to, we multiply the elements of the main diagonal, that is 6 times 4, we minus the product of the element of the other diagonal, that is 5 times 3, and that should give you 24 minus 15 is equals to 9. Now, the area, so it means the area scale factor is equals to 9. So what we know, area of image over area of object is equals to the area scale factor. So it means if the area of the image, we can say area of the image divided by 24, the area of the object, is equals to 9. So area of the image is equals to 9 times 24, and that will give you 216 square units. So that is how we work out that question, and you earn yourself 2 marks. So here again it's Teacher Wamta teaching and revision of mathematics. So today, or this video, is about revision of Kcse 2007 Mathematics Paper 2, question number 16, which says, given that OA is equals to 3i plus 4j plus 7k, OB is equals to 4i plus 3j plus 9k, and OC is equals to I plus 6j plus zk, show that the point A, B, C are collinear. To show that the A, B, C are collinear, it means we are supposed to show that they all lie on the same line. So we start with OA. OA is equal, since we are told it is 3i, our I is 1, 0, 0. Plus 4, our j is 0, 1, 0, and plus k, 7k, so our k is 0, 0, 1. So this vector, when you open the bracket here, it will be 3. This is 0, 4, 0. So this vector will be 3. Here we have 4, and here we have 7 when you combine that. So that is the vector OA. We do the same to vector OB. So OB is equals to, we are told it is 4i, so it is 4. Our I is 1, 0. That is a unit vector. Plus, the other one is 3j, which is 0, 1, 0. Plus, the other one is 9, and our k is 0, 0, 1. So when you open the bracket, this will be 4. Here we have the center value is 3, and the last value, or k, is 9. So our vector will be 4, 3, and 9. We do the same to our vector OC. So OC is equals to, we are given it is I, so it is 1, 0, 0. 1, 0, 0. Then plus, the other one is 6j, so it is 0, 1, 0. And plus, the other one is 3k, so it is 3, 0, 0, 1. When you open the bracket, you have 1, we have 6, and we have 3. If those are the vectors OB, then we can write our OA is equals to 3, 4, 7, meaning the coordinates of point A are 3, 4, 7. These are the coordinates. OB is equals to 4, 3, 9. So we have our B, coordinates of B, 4, 3, 9. And then we have our OC is equals to 1, 6, 3. The coordinates of C are 1, 6, 3. So those are the coordinates of our points A, B, C. So we need to get the vectors A, B. So we have our AB is equals to, we have it is 4, 3, and 9. That is our that vector. You minus 3, 4, and 7. So this is equals to, when you subtract that, you should get 4 minus 3, you get it is 1. 3 minus 4, it is minus 1. 9 minus 7 is 2. So that is our vector AB. Let's go ahead and get vector BC is equals to, our BC is 1, 6, 3, you minus 4, 3, 4, 3, 9, and that should give you minus, let's put the bracket first. So we have minus 3, and we have 3, and we have minus 6. This vector, we can write it as without minus 3, we will be left with 1, minus 1, and 2, which is the same as vector AB. Therefore, we can say BC is equals to minus 3AB, because this is the same as AB. Now from there, once you are able to express one vector in terms of the other, or a column, multiple column of the other, then we say the 3 points are collinear. Note here that we have all the 3 points, A, B, and C. Once you are able to express them like that, then you conclude that A B, and C are collinear. And that is how you work out that question. So, welcome to revision of mathematics. Today we are going to look at 2017 Kcse Mathematics Paper 2, question number 17, which is about income tax. So every employee is supposed to pay tax to the government to cater for the public facilities. And here we are given a question. The table that we have here shows a rate at which one is taxed. What it means is that the first bracket is from 0 to 9,680 shillings. For you are charged 10% of that amount. It goes up to 37,041 and above, charged at 30 shillings percent, 30%. So here we are given Shaka's monthly income. We are told this has a basic salary of 28,600, house allowance of 15,000, medical allowance of 3,200, and transport allowance which is 540. We are also told that he is entitled to 1,056 shillings as monthly tax relief. So we are supposed to calculate the tax charged on Shaka's monthly earning. And then part B, apart from income, the following deductions were made: health insurance fund of 500, education insurance of 1,200, and 2% of basic salary for widow and children pension. Calculate the Shaka's monthly net income from his employment. So the first thing we do is to get the taxable income. The taxable income is a total of what he's getting. So we are going to add 28,600. We add to 15,000. We also add 3,200, and we also add 540. So the total of this will give you the income that is taxable is 47,340 using your calculator. Now from there, we now get the tax that he will be taxed by the government. So the first bracket is 10%. So we are going to say 9,680. 10% of this we can calculate here. It is 9,680 multiplied by 0.1, and that will give you 968. So here it means the first bracket you'll be paying 968 shillings, 10% of that. Then to get the second bracket, we are going to subtract 18,800. We subtract 9680. That is this one. We subtract this from that. So when you subtract that, you should get this should give you 0. That should give you 2. Then we have 1, and then we have 9. So the second bracket is 91,20. Now remember, you need to subtract again. Here we have 47. We have the total taxable income is 47,340. So we subtract the first bracket, which is 9680, and when you subtract that, you get this is 0, this is 6, this is 6, this is 7, and this is 37. Here we are supposed to, the percentage here is 15%. 15% of 9120, you get, using your calculator, you get it is 1368. 1368. We then subtract this amount from our taxable income, so we get 99120. So we subtract, we get this is 0, we get 0, we get this is 4, we get this is 5, we get this is 8, and we have 20. The third bracket, we have dealt with the second. The third bracket, it is charged at 20%, and when you subtract 27,920, you subtract 18,800, you get 9120. So the second, the other bracket is 9120. If you get 20% of 9120, you get 1824. So that is the tax. We subtract 1920 again from 28, 9120 from 28,540, we get 0. This is 2, this is 4, then we have this is 9, then we have this is 1. So we again move to the third one, this other one, which is 25%. So 9120, 25% of that is 2280. 2280. You can use your calculator to calculate that. 25% of 9120. We subtract 9120 from our taxable income 20. We'll get this is we'll get this is 0. This is 0. This is 3. This is 0. That is 1. So we are left with 1020. We are told anything above that, so the what is remaining is charged at 30%. So we come here and say 10,300 charged at 30% of that, you get it is equals to 3,090. So we now put the line there and we total this. When you total this using a calculator, you get it is this is 0, this is 3, this is 5, and this is 9. So he's to be taxed 9,530. So we subtract the relief. He's entitled to a relief of 1056. So we say res relief of 1056. So when you subtract the tax, the relief, you get this is 4, this is 7, this is 4, and this is 8. So he's supposed to pay a tax of 8,474, and that is what we are supposed to answer in part A of the question. Let's go to part B of this question and see what we are supposed to do. So part B of the question, we are told, apart from the income tax, the following deductions were made. So 500 was deducted for health insurance, education insurance of 1,200 and 2% of the basic salary for the Windows Children Pensions Scheme. So we are required to find the amount that he earns at the end of the month. So what we need to do here is we total up these deductions. So we have 500, and we have 1,200, and we have 572. 572, that is 2% of 28. You get it is 572. So you find that this, when you total this is 2, this is 7, this is 2, and this is 2. So other deductions that have been made from his salary is 2,272, and he's paying a tax of 84. So we add 84, 74, we get the amount that is to be deducted. So this is we get this is 6. We are adding. This is 6. This is 4. This is 7. This is 0, and this is 10. So 10,746 is deducted from his salary, and we saw that his total earning is 47,340. So we subtract from 47,340, we subtract 10,746. So when you subtract that, this you get it is 4. We get 9. We get 5. We get 6. And here we get 3. So this is the amount of money that you will be taking home at the end of the month, and that is how you work out that you earn yourself 10 marks. So this is question 18 in 2017 Kcse Mathematics paper 2. It is from the topic matrices and transformation, which is the first topic in Form 4 syllabus, and it says the vertices of a rectangle ABCD are A02, B04, C44, and D42. The vertices of its image and a transformation T is A prime 02, B prime 04, C prime 84, and D prime 82. On the grid provided, draw the rectangle ABCD and ABCD prime under T. 2 marks. So we start by first of all preparing our grid. So let's label our grid. We have that is 0, that is 2, this is 4, this is 6, and this is 8. So this is our x-axis. Then the other side we have 2, we have 4, we have 6, we have 8, and this is our y-axis. We can label the negative sides. This is minus 2, this is minus 4, minus 6, this is minus 2, this is minus 4, this is minus 6. So we start by plotting our object, our rectangle. So A20, so that's where we have our A. So that's our A. Our B is at 04. So 04 is there. This is our B. Our C is 44. So 4 and 4. This is where we have our C. And our D is at 42. 42 is there. So this is where we have our D. So we are going to plot that that rectangle and see our object. So this is our object. Then we plot the image of this object. Our A is at 02. So this is where we have 02. So this is where we have our A prime. Our B prime is at 04. The same place we have our first B. Our C is at 84. 84 is here. So this is where we have our C prime. And our D prime is at 82. So this is where we have our D prime. So we join these 4 points and we come up with the image. So this is our image, A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime. And we are through with A. So our part 2, or Roman number 2, describe through the transformation T. If you look at the object and the image, we can say that this is a stretch. The object has been stretched from CD to where we have CD prime. Then, to describe the stretch, we normally describe the invariant line. The invariant line here is AB. AB has not changed. So we say invariant line is AB. And then we also describe the scale factor, if you divide AD divide by AD prime divide by AD, it is equals to AD is 8 and AD prime is 8 and AD is 4, and this will give you 2. So the scale factor is equals to 2. Then from there we go to Roman number 3, which says describe the matrix of transformation, and you get yourself 2 marks. When the y-axis is invariant, the transformation matrix, the general format of a transformation matrix is K 0 1, not 1 but 0. This is 0 1, where K is equals to the scale factor. So now that we have our scale factor is 2, the transformation matrix is 2 0 0 1. So that is a transformation matrix. So part 3 of the question: on the same grid as A, draw the image of rectangle ABCD under a shear with line x is equals to -2 invariant, and A02 is mapped onto A prime 0 0. So it means our this is our invariant line, -2. So A is mapped onto A, which is, this is our A double prime. And since our line, our invariant line is -2, we say that under shear, area is always invariant. So area of the image and the area of that are the same. And each line not parallel to the invariant line intersect with its image in the invariant line. So what we do here is that we will extend the line of A here, so that the line we will draw from here and the line from A intersect at the invariant line. The B, we will extend our line of from B to our invariant line, and it means the new position of B will be there. Then, since we are told that the area is of the object and the area of the image are the same, from here it means our other point will be there. So this is B. It means our C will be there, and our D will be 2 units from there. So these are the points where we have our vertices of our image. So let's just those 4 points and see what kind of image we have under the shear, where x -2 is invariant and A is mapped onto A00. So this is our image. This is a invariant line. That is x is equals to -2, and the area, if you count the number of squares of the object, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. There are 8 squares, so there are 8 square units. If you count the full squares here, 1 2 3 4, those are 4. If you count the number of half squares, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, so it means 8 halves divided by 2 will give you 4 full squares, and we have 4 full squares. That is why we are saying under shear the area is invariant. So we say under shear the area is invariant. I hope you have understood how I have the question, and that is what you are supposed to do. And then you earn yourself 10 marks because this is a question in section B of paper 2. So have a good day, and thank you for watching. So this is 2017 Kcse Mathematics paper 2, question number 19. We are told that the table below shows values of x and some values of y for the curve y is equals to x cubed minus 2x squared minus 9x plus 8 for the values x greater or equals to minus 3 less than or equals to 5. So we are required to fill the table, the missing values of this table. So what you do, for example, when x is minus 2, you take your function and replace x with minus 2, and there you get y is actually 10. Then we go to when x is minus 2, then you get this is 8. When x is 3, y is minus 10. And when x is 5, y is 38. So those are the missing values. So once you do that, you get yourself 2 marks. The second part of the question, part B, you are supposed to draw the graph of this function. So we are provided with a grid here. Then we say this is the starting point, so that is 0. Then here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is our x-axis. Then we have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. We have the positive, because the highest value of y is 38, we use a different scale. So we have that is 10, this is 20, this is 30, this is 40. That is our y-axis. And on the negative side we have minus 10, we have minus 20. So that is our Cartesian plane. Then we get the points. When x is minus 3, y is minus 10. So that is where we have our point. When x is minus 2, y is positive 10. When x is minus 1, y is 14. So this is where we have our point. When x is 1, y is 8. So we have our point there. When x is 1, when x is 0, actually y is 0. So our point is not there, but that's 0, the starting point. When x is 1, y is 8. So that's where we have our point. When x is 2, is 10. And when x is so y is 10, it is there. When x is 3, y is minus 10. So we have our point there. When x is 4, y is 4. So that is where we have our point. And when x is 5, y is 38. So that is where you have a point. With your free hand, do not use a ruler. Join these points to come up with a graph. So roughly this is a kind of graph you end up with. It should be very smooth, so that in answering the other question, you'll be able to get the correct values. So part C, Roman number 1, use the graph to solve the equation. We are told to solve the equation x cubed minus 2x squared minus 9x plus 8 is equals to 0. If you look at this, this is an equation, this is a function. It means that we are looking for the values of x when y is equals to 0. So if you come to your graph, you find that y is 0. This is the points where the graph cuts the y-axis, the x-axis. So the first point is around minus, so x is equals to minus around 2.6, or the other point where the graph cuts the x-axis is at 0, or the other point where the graph cuts the x-axis is at 3.9, roughly. So those are the solution to that equation. Then Roman number 2, by drawing a straight line on the graph, solve the equation. Now this equation, we are told that we have our function is equals to y is equals to x cubed minus 2x squared Then we have minus 9x plus 8. Now the other equation that we have here is SAY is equated to 0 is equals to this is x cubed, this is squared, minus 2x squared minus 11x, and then we have plus 6. So we are going to subtract the equation. So y minus 0 is y is equals to x cubed minus x cubed is 0. 2x squared minus to become 0. Minus 9 minus 11 is minus 9 plus 11, which will give you 2x. Then we have 8 minus 6 will give you positive 2. It means our new equation is equals to 2x plus 2. Now this is a linear graph, so we are going to make a table here with 3 points. So when x, we have x and we have y. So when x is 0, y is 4. So y is 2. When x is 1, y is 4. When x is 2, y is 6. We are going to plot the graph of this linear function and see where it passes. This is the graph that you get. This is the equation y is equals to 2x plus 2. 2x plus 2. Of course, this is where the graph of y is equals to x cubed minus 2x squared minus 9x plus 8. So that is, these are the two graphs. Now, because we are required to solve this equation, the one that we have been given here, so you read the values where of x where the linear graph cuts the cubic graph. So this is the first point, which is approximately minus 2.8, or the other point is at cuts at 0, or the other point is approximately 3.9. So those are the values of x, or the values of x that satisfies this equation, and that is how we work out that question. Thank you for watching. So 2017 Kcse Mathematics Paper 2, question number 20. The figure below represents a cuboid A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, in which AB is equals to 16, BC is equals to 12, and CF is equals to 6. So we have been given those dimensions. Name the projection of the line BE on the plane ABCD. So this is our plane A, B, C, and D, and this is our line from B to E. Now we say that the projection of this line is a line that will fall onto the plane ABCD. So the line BE, the projection is line BD. So the projection is BD. Let me show you the line BD. So this is a projection BD, and you can see BE can fall down onto BD. The second question, calculate the correct to one decimal place. The size of angle between AD and BF. So this is our AD and our BF. So this is line BF. So because the two lines do not lie on the same plane, we translate AD so that it fits onto BC, and therefore we look for the angle between BF and BC. That is, we translate AD. So now the angle between, once you translate AD onto BC, the angle between AD and AD and BF, then we can use a tangent. So this is B, Roman number 1, and we say tan theta. We can call this angle here theta. So tan theta is equals to opposite of adjacent, so it is 6 over 12, which will give you a half, and therefore tan inverse of theta, of tan theta, is equals to 26.6 degrees, and this is to 1 decimal place. So we are through with that. The second part is the angle between BE. This is where we have BE and BE and the plane ABCD. So this is the angle that you need to work out. So we can call that theta 1, and we need to get the length of BD. Since we know this is also 12 centimeter, we can BD is a diagonal, so we can say that BD, using the Pythagoras Theorem, is a square root of 16 squared plus 12 squared, which is equals to this is a square root of 400, and this is equals to 20. And therefore, once we get this is 20 centimeter, then we can now use, and we know the DE is 6 centimeter. We can now say that tan theta is equals to 6 over 20, and this is equals to, implying that this is theta 1. Theta 1 is equals to, once you get the tan inverse of 6 over 20, you get it is 16.7 degrees, and this is to 1 decimal place as we are required. Then we go to Roman number 3. Roman number 3, the angle between planes HBCE and BCFG. We look at H. Here is where we have the H. C. Here we have C, and we have E is here, and we have E, we have B. So this is a plane where we can draw a line. The plane that is HB CE, it is a plane cutting along the diagonal. The base let's maybe demonstrate that in our diagram. So we have the what is in blue, that is our plane HBCE, and therefore this is the angle that we are interested in. This we can call it theta 2, and therefore we can say tan theta 2 is equals to, opposite is 6 divided by 16, and that should give us if we divide by 2, this is 3 over 8. Tan inverse of this, it means our theta 2 is equals to 20.6 degrees. So that's how we work it out. Part C of the question says point N is a midpoint of EF. So this is where we have EF. So point N is there, and calculate the length BN, correct to 1 decimal place. So BN is this line moving from B to N, so that is our BN. If you look at now, we know that EF is 16 centimeter, so it means this is 8 centimeter and this is 8 centimeter, and we are required to find BN. So first of all, we need to find GN. Since we know GF is 12 centimeter and this is 8 centimeter, we can now use Pythagoras Theorem and say this is part C, and say Gn is equals to the square root of 12 squared plus 8 squared, and this should give you 14.4 to 1 decimal place. Now we can now get Bn since we have found Gn. Bn we can get, it is Gn squared, the square root of Gn squared and Gb squared. So this means that Bn is equals to the square root of 6 squared plus 14.4 squared, and that should give you 15.6, and this is to 1 decimal place. So that's how you work out that question, and you earn yourself 10 marks. So thank you for watching. Okay, this is 2017 Maths Kcse question number 21. We have three quantities x, y, and z are such that x varies directly as the square root of y and inversely as a fourth root of z. When x is equals to 64, y is equals to 16, and z is equals to 625, determine the equation connecting x, y, and z. So for us to get that equation, we need first of all to write this statement in a formula, that is x varies directly as the square root of y. So we start with x varies directly as the square root of y, and inversely means divide by the fourth root of z. With that now, we have connected y, x, y, and z. We use these values to determine the equation. So we say when x is 64 is equals to, now before we go to that, we need to write x is equals to k, the square root of y, divided by the fourth root of z. Then we say when x is equals to 64, it is equals to k, the square root of 16, divided by the fourth root of 625. Now, this means that 64 is equals to, the square root of 16 is 4, so we have 4k divided by the fourth root of 625 is 5. That is, if you multiply 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 4 times, you get 625. Now we will be able to get k is equals to 64 multiplied by 4 and multiplied by 5, not 4. We have 5 divided by 4, and that will give you k is equals to 80. Now the equation connecting the x, y, and z, that is the equation, it means x is equals to 80, the square root of y, divided by the fourth root of z. So that is the equation connecting x, y, and z. Find the value of z when y is equals to 36 and x is equals to 164. So already we have established the formula connecting x, y, and z, and that is x is equals to 80, the square root of y, that's y, divided by the fourth root of z. Now, if we are told that y is 36 and x is 160, so we just substitute 160 is equals to 80 multiplied by the square root of that is 6. You divide by the fourth root of z. Now, when you multiply that, you will say that the fourth root of the fourth root of z, that's the fourth root, is equals to, we say it's 80 multiplied by, this is 36. The square root of 36 is 6 divided by 160. So this 8 divide 1 by 60, you get 2, you get 1. 6 divided by 2, you get 3. So z, which we can, fourth root can be written as z to power a quarter is the same as fourth root is equals to 3. So to get rid of the power, we multiply, we raise the power by 4 for both sides. So you find now when you open the rows of indices, then it will be z a quarter, you open the bracket, multiply by 4 is equals to 3 to power 4 is 81. 3 to power 4 is 81. So this 4 disappears, and then we have z is equals to 81. And that's the correct value. You earn yourself 2 marks. This is supposed to be 2 marks. Now, part C of the question, we have, find the percentage change in x when y is increased by 44%. Now here we can say, if y is increased by 44%, what it means is our new y, that is y prime, is equals to 44% will be 1.44 of the old y. And therefore, our new x, which is x prime, is equals to k, the square root of our new y, divided by the fourth root of z. Now, our new y, then we have our x, new x is equals to k. Then we have the square root of our new y, which is 1.44 the old y, divided by the fourth root of z. Now this one, you get the square root of 1.44 is equals to 1.2, so it will be 1.2k the square root of y divided by the fourth root of z. That is the fourth root. Now if you look at what we have now, this is the same as the old x, and this is our new x. So what it means is that our new x has increased. Our new x is equals to 1.2 our old x. This means that x, implying x increases by 20% when x is increased, when y is increased by 44%, and that is the answer to that question. So that brings us to the end of this question. Subscribe to Teacher wa Mtaa YouTube channel. You'll be able to see so many other videos that I'm going to post very soon, including now real lessons that you cover in class. Thank you for watching. So question number 23. The fifth term of an AP is 82 and the 12th term is 103. Find the first term and the common difference. Now, the general format of a term is written like this: A plus n minus 1 into bracket D. So for fifth term, we write A plus 5 minus 1 is 4. D is equals to 82. Now, the 12th term is A plus 12 minus 1 is 11. D is equals to 103. These are simultaneous equations. We eliminate A. A minus A is 0. 4 minus 11 is minus 7D. 82 minus 103, you get minus 21. Okay, minus 7D is equals to minus 21. Divide both sides by minus 7. Divide by minus 7. So minus 7 divided by minus 7, you get 1. Minus 21 divided by minus 7, you get 3. So D is equals to 3, which is our common difference. Having obtained our D, then we substitute D in this equation to be able to get A. So A plus 4 multiplied by 3 is equals to 82. Now A is equals to 82. 4 times 3 is 12. Cross to the other side becomes minus. So it's minus 12. A is equals to 70. So the first term, our first term, A is equals to 70. And our common difference, D is equals to 3. So that's how you work it out. You earn yourself 3 marks. Part B of Roman number 2, the sum of the first 21 terms. The general formula of finding the first n terms is written like Sn is equals to n over 2 into bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into bracket D, and we close our bracket. And our n is equals to 21. From part Roman number 1, we found our A is equals to 70 and our D is equals to 3. So it's a matter of just substituting. So the sum of the first 21 terms is equals to 21 over 2 multiplied by A, which is 70, plus 21 minus 1 multiplied by 3, and we close the bracket. So 70 times 2 is 140. That's 140. 21 minus 1 is 20 times 3, so it is plus 60. And this is 21 over 2. So when you add 140 plus 160, you get 200. So 21 over 2 times 200 is equals to, divide by this, you get 200 divided by 2 is 100. 100 multiplied by 21, you get is 2100. So that's how you get, that is the sum of the first 21 terms in that question. So part B of the question, we are told the staircase was built and subsequent stairs were built and a uniform difference height. The height of the 6th stair is from the floor is 85. The 10th stair is 145. So we are going to use the first stair as our first term, and the subsequent stair uniform as our common difference. So you say our A plus n minus 1 into bracket D. So for the 6th stair, you say A plus and that is 6, it will be now 6 minus 1 is 5. D is equals to 85, and then we have A, that is the 10th stair, it will be 10 minus 1 is 9. D is equals to 145. These are simultaneous equations, and we can eliminate A. So A minus A is 0. 5 minus 9 is minus 4D is equals to, now 85 minus 145 is 60. we divide by 4 minus 4 both sides, minus 4, so we find D is equals to 15. So that is a common difference. Once you get D is 15, then substitute D in our first equation to get A. So A plus 5 multiplied by 15 is equals to 85. So A is equals to 5 times 15 is 75. So 85 minus 75, A is equals to, that will give you 10. This means that the first stair, that is the first stair height is equals to 10 centimeter, and it's at a uniform, that is a uniform difference or height, height of the subsequent stairs was 15 centimeter. So you get yourself 3 marks by getting those two. Finally, we look at part C. During the construction of the stair, each stair was supported by a vertical piece of timber. If the staircase has 11 stairs, calculate the total length of the timber used. Now we have 11 stairs, and we have found that for the height, that is which we called common difference, was 15 centimeter. This means the height of the timber used will be, because we have 11 and each timber was 15 centimeter, then we just multiply 11 times 15 and you get it is 165 centimeter. This is the total length of the timber that was used in the construction of the stairs, and that brings us to the end of that question. By doing that, you earn yourself 2 marks, and the whole question you total to 10 marks. And this is something you covered in Form 3 in the topic known as sequence and series, which we will be doing at a later date. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to be able to see one of the most wonderful videos, mathematics videos, coming very soon. So welcome to question number 24 of 2017 Kcse. The question says the length of a room is 3 meters shorter, 3 times its width. The height of the room is a quarter of its length. The area of the floor is 60 meters squared. A. Calculate the dimension of the room. B. The floor of the room was tiled leaving the border width y meter all around. If the area of the border was 1.69 meters squared, find the width of the border, the dimension of the floor area covered by the tiles. So for this question, it is good to start with a sketch so that it guides you on how to go about it. So now we have a diagram representing what we have. We are told the length of the room is 3 meters shorter than 3 times its width. So if we say this is our width, which we can label x, then it means length yetu itakuwa 3x minus 3. That is what this statement says. That statement. Then we are told the height of the room is a quarter of its length. So the height, we can say it's a quarter, 1/4 of the length, which is 3x minus 3. So we now have the dimensions of our diagram. And the first question, calculate the dimension of the room. the dimension of the room. We are given the area. We are given the area of the floor is 60 meters squared, and we know that area is equals to length times width. This means tutachukua length yetu yenye ni 3x minus 3. Hiyo ni length. To multiply na x itatakiwa itupatie 60 meters squared. So this now becomes an equation which we can expand and say this is 3x squared minus 3x. We bring 60 to this side, it becomes minus 60 is equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation. We divide throughout by 3. Tutapata x squared minus x minus 20 is equals to 0. We can use the factorization method to solve our quadratic equation, this one. So we look for two numbers such that when you add them, you get minus 1, and when you multiply them, you get minus 20. So this is minus 5 and 4. So we rewrite our quadratic equation, x squared minus 5x plus 4 minus 20 is equals to 0. We factor out, we will get our x into bracket x minus 5. Here we factor out 4, we say plus 4. This will give us x minus 5 is equals to 0. Now we can have x minus 5 and x plus 4 is equals to 0, implying x is equals to 5 or minus 4. But we know length is a quantity, it cannot be negative, so x is equals to 5. Therefore our dimension will be length itakuwa that is width is equals to 5 and length is equals to 3 times 5, that will give us 15, minus 3 is equals to 12. And that's how we work it out. Now, part B of the question says, the floor of the room was tiled leaving a border width of y meters all around. If the area of the border was 1.69 meters squared, find the width of the border, Roman number 1. For us to do that, wacha tuchore sketch yenye itatuguide vile tutaweza kusolve that part of the question. Now, with our sketch here, this is the floor which was tiled. So this is the part that was tiled. With that, so we have the width of the floor. This is the floor. We said the width is 5 meters from section A, and this one is 12 meters. Therefore, it means this is 5 meters because this is a floor, and this is 12 meters. And the area that was not tiled, that is the border, is 1.69 meters squared. Now we need to find that area, the dimension, the width of the border. We call the width of the border here y, and we divide this into sections so that we are able to get the area. Now with this part here, it will be, this part is y and this part is y. So what remains here is 5 minus 2y. So the area is 5 minus 2y multiplied by y. That is the width here, and we multiply by 2 because of this side. We add this area, this is 12, and this, the width of the border is y. So this is 12y. That will be the area multiplied by 2, and that should give us 1.69. So when we open the bracket, this will be 2y times 5, that will give you 10y, then minus 4y squared plus, this is 24y is equals to 1.69. We put the right terms together. So 10y plus 24y, that will give you that 4y. We take everything to the other side because of minus 4y, so that it is positive. So we have 4y squared. 34 will be minus 34y, and this is plus 1.69 is equals to 0. Now this becomes a quadratic equation, and using the quadratic formula, we can solve this and say our y is equals to minus 34 plus or minus the square root of 34 minus 34 squared minus 4. A is 4 and C is 1.69. Now you divide by 2a, which is 2 multiplied by 4. So once you work out that, you get that y is equals to 34 plus 3.6 divided by 8, which is equals to, this is 8 here, which is equals to x is 8.45, that is y, or 0.05. And because you can see the width of the floor is 5 meters, we cannot take 8.5, so this is a correct value. So the width of the border is equals to 0.05 meters, and that is how you work it out. So in section B, Roman number 1, we have found that the width of the border is 0.05 meters. So we have found that, and we have said this is 5 meters and this is 12 meters. So the dimensions of the area covered by the tiles, and this is the area that we are interested in, will be, if we divide that into that sections, that means this this side here will be 5 minus 0.5 minus 0.05. So this is equals to, the width is equals to 5 minus the two widths of the border, that is this part and this part, will be 2 multiplied by 0.05, can put the brackets there, and that will give us 4.9 meters. So that is the width. The length, we have, this is 12, so we remove the two parts here, that part and that part. So the length is equals to 12 minus, into bracket, 2 multiplied by 0.05, and that should give you 11.9. So that is 11.9 meters, and that is the end of that question. And with that, you earn yourself 5 marks in part A, you earn yourself 4 marks in part B, Roman number 1, and 1 mark there, totaling to 10 marks. So, but there is a correction of this part, that is Roman number 1, in the quadratic formula. There I left a minus sign where when I solved that, but the answer is correct. So that is the only omission that is there. So that brings us to the end of KCSE 2017 question question number 24. And thank you for watching my video. You can subscribe so that you get all the videos that I'll be producing afterwards.